Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest, where we are here with Song of Silver, along with her new mate, Shattered Pines, and we are desperately searching. Oh, what's this? We are actually desperately searching for somewhere to rest after having almost lost our lives. It was quite dramatic, actually. I'm very happy that we didn't die, but I'm gonna be honest, for just a moment, it really seemed like it was the absolute end for Silver here when we fell off of the cliffs. Like, it was not a small fall, it was a gigantic tumble, being pushed off by another pack of wolves from the benchmark pack, two females, dispersal females. We were trying to kind of scare away, and instead of scaring them away, we actually were shoved off of the top of an extremely tall cliff. I think we only survived because we went down, and poor Silver landed on ledges on her way, sliding down this gravel rock side, which leaves me with the question of, like, what do we call these females? Because clearly, like, that was a big deal. That was a huge deal. And we already had who we were going to name Everest, who is a dispersal female we had chased away after having celebrated the monumental achievement of taking out a pronghorn male. Normally they're too fast and they would get away from us, but those same cliffs we tumbled down off of actually ended up being our help when we were hunting the pronghorn. And now we have these two females who I kind of like want to name one of them like Fang of Gravel or something like that, or like eyes of Gravel, but I don't want it to be too like negative, because that was honestly an extremely effective way to try to push out a couple rival wolves, especially because we had just decided that yes, we were going to choose Shattered Pines as our mate. And what is that going to do? That's going to create a new wolf pack in the area, as we have just started to establish ourselves. Really, honestly, we only set down our first scent markers after all of this drama happened, because we were suddenly desperate to announce, no, this is going to be our territory too, or else we won't have anywhere to raise our pups. And we are playing on Iron Wolf, and that would mean the end of the Starfall pack. And we haven't even really started, so I'm very worried about all of that. But I kind of think maybe like Bite of Gravel for one of the females, and maybe, let's see, maybe like Fallen Darkness, which is quite a dramatic name, but like we fell through the darkness. So let's see. We are the Starfall pack, though, playing off of the Starry Skies concept, and I kind of want to, like, no, fall is like our thing, except not that literally, please. We are the Starfall pack, but we weren't supposed to literally fall. That was not part of the plan. I feel like this one would be, oh, like there is a cliffside called Obsidian Cliffs, so I actually Obsidian Avalanche? Oh my gosh. How about, ooh, I actually really like that. Dang it. That's really a cool name, and maybe she goes by like Ava, because Obsidian's also a cool name. I kind of wanted that for ourselves. All right, let's go ahead and see what we smell. We actually are not very hungry right now, thank goodness, and I think that there happens to be, yeah, there's a moose somewhere nearby. There's actually some female dispersal wolves, which are hopefully completely different than the ones we have been dealing with. But Silver is trying, with her health now in jeopardy. She's recently become pregnant with the pups. We need to figure out where our territory is going to be. We need to defend ourselves from rivals. We need to feed ourselves. But out of the desire to make sure that we can at least try to have a backup spot. This is not the side of the river we wanted to be on when it comes to like raising our pups. Aha. But here we go. A location where we've at least got this abandoned coyote den that we can rest at is better than nothing at all. And so I think that Shattered was, oh, thank goodness, there is a bigger hole. Okay, Shattered I think isn't that impressed by this tiny little hole in the ground. To be fair, it's actually quite large if, you know, a pair of wolves could crawl in. But we clearly need to establish more dominance over the territory if we're going to have our pups anywhere close to being safe from all of these dispersals, let alone the other rival packs. And we're also going to need to see where the food is, like where we can really start exploring. And I don't think that Shattered's like totally enchanted with this location, but neither is Song of Silver, because this is not where she wants to go ahead and have her pups either. But it's good to know where our options might lie. And if there aren't other wolves around, there's also a couple other dens. At the very least, we can try to claim those areas. So I don't hear anybody else, but we do smell somebody else to the north. I think we would want to go... Ah, now I kind of hear someone else too. I think we would want to go west if we were going to mark off some more territory spots. Even though where these two really want to be actually happens to be back across the river, because that just felt like where they wanted to belong. And now there's a bunch of wolves starting up quite the cacophony. All right, but I think Silver, she's feeling better, and maybe she feels kind of confident because she didn't die. Ooh, and look at the river, or excuse me, not the river. Is this a lake? Yes! Oh, look, and there actually seems like there might be food across on the other side. Even if there might be a little bit of danger, too. Are those all going to be bull elk? What are we looking at here? Yeah, I think those are all bull elk, so we don't want to mess with them. But at least we happen to be smelling some types of prey. We'll kind of give them a bit of a berth, and let us start looking for more spots to call our own, keep our noses up in the air, maybe head west just to start marking off. Let's see, 1 hour ago. Okay, that rabbit's probably long gone then. But we might start putting our noses up in the air to see where the prey happens to be moving around. And to also, I mean, maybe, oh, there's the sagewort elk herd. Maybe this is a realization that we need to start pushing back early against these other wolves and really letting them know, like, this is our spot. I think Silver, she was so proud and she felt so on top of the world, quite literally, being able to go ahead and claim that location on top of the hill that she did, that I think she would be a lot more defensive of establishing her territory. I don't know how defensive she'll be of maintaining it, but more so than a lot of our wolves tend to be, where they kind of want to settle in, find a niche, maybe not make too many waves because they're busy trying to make wolf pups. But I feel like being shoved away from the place that she felt confident in and excited by has kind of made her a little mad. Or at least a little bit more no nonsense, especially since, you know, she actually didn't get too many injuries from that fall. And I have a feeling that Shattered Pines, he's a much better hunter, and he actually was stepping right up and participating with those fights of trying to chase away the other wolves rather than avoiding them, which was quite satisfying. Let's see, the sagewort herd's still over here. We don't need food right now, but we might want to start thinking about it. And there's a snowshoe hare. Is it going this way right now? Mimi? Is that it? Oh, come on, Shattered. I think he might need some food more than us. Thankfully, we're still pretty full from the pronghorn. But let's put this down and let him have some, just to make sure he stays in shape too. If you will. All right, would you like that? Good, good, good. Ah, and you know what? That leads to the realization for our girl Silver that this is another new spot of territory to claim. Also, I like how Shattered keeps like digging around. I feel like he's sort of investigating in his own way, where he can try to find what's going on here, how he might be able to contribute. The moose calf carcass, you have our full attention. I think that our hungry pregnant wolf may have just had her mouth completely water. Like, you don't say, a moose calf carcass. I think that that scent it definitely evoked a bit of, there it is again. Definitely has evoked a bit of a hunger craving, and I think that she would zero in on that for sure and mark the way and claim the territory every step of the way. I wonder if this is going to cause a shift where she was kind of thinking more about like the geography in terms of what she liked visually, like, or what she liked with the layout of the land to go ahead and be part of. But I wonder if being pushed off and then like realizing that pretty much everywhere you go, you're bumping like shoulders and haunches with other wolves that you have to kind of be like, hey, back off, this is mine. And then being hungry and realizing like the food aspect of everything is really much more practical, if not like, oh, pivotal, like we have to have the food or we won't survive. Maybe it's not that pivotal, there we go, to her at the moment, but I could definitely see that being an aspect of practicality, really, where she's like, I'm hungry, the food's here, so maybe I'm gonna start focusing on that instead. I could see her also not wasting a lot of time with chasing pronghorn and other animals unless there was some sense to be had in it. Like, the location was a really good one for that kind of hunting. And I don't think she is going to eat this rabbit either, because I think that she's just really wanting that moose calf. So we'll let Shattered go ahead and enjoy it. How is he doing? And he's not too hungry either. Honestly, considering everything they've been through, this is kind of amazing that we've come out with as few wounds as we have. And hey, look, there's a whole elk herd, so that's positive. Let's see, and I think they're gonna start running, which is fine. Aha! There, is this the carcass? Yes. There's not much left, but we're gonna go ahead and enjoy what we have. I like how we're finishing it off. Yes, everybody, you're very noisy, you guys know. Wow, they're not really like off to trot very quickly. How's this? Oh, this elk calf was already kind of wounded. Ooh. You know what? I don't think instinct could overcome the desire to do the hunting right here. And again, I feel like these two are actually really well suited for being able to like tackle the hunts. Shattered Pines is definitely helping a lot more. And I wonder what if he like learned how to be a really good hunter. Well, we need to be kind of careful with our health and our stamina here. But I wonder if his pack that he came from was actually very good at hunting. But the problem was that forest fire that destroyed the forest that he's from and the pack that he's from. It didn't matter if you were good at hunting or if there was prey availability, because the forest fire just took everything. Yeah, look, because now he's coming back towards us. We can give these two a little bit of space for a minute. Come on. Come on, Shattered. Catch our breath for just a moment. Let them get their guard down. Yeah, I think that we have a very hungry future mama wolf here. We'll wait, and then... There we go. Oh, dang it. A leg wound. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Dang it. Okay. a major injury. Now, oh, maybe we're weakened from the fact. Now it's even more important that we probably take down this elk calf if we aren't going to be able to make much move for the next few days. Dang it. I could totally see it making sense that we might be really weakened from the fact, at least the elk calf is also very weakened, but we might really be weakened from having tumbled down the cliff after all. Maybe we didn't take an injury then, but I could see Silver struggling now. We want to make sure that this elk... Patience is a virtue here. Come on, guys, come on. Oh, she's got one leg lifted up. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, move it, move it, move it. Come on, Shattered. He's trying to... Oh, I hope that she leaves him alone. I can just get a couple more bites in. Then I think this fight will be resolved. We'll have some food that we can kind of defend and rest for. And I think that the opportunity was just too good to pass up. The fact that this elk calf was just right in front of us. We had just gotten... Oh, he's biting the mom. Okay, we gotta move. And... Come on, come on, come on, come on. We got this, Shattered, we got this. There we go. Wow. Good job, Shattered. How much territory? That's not bad for just claiming like a good chunk of territory right at the end here. I am really worried about this leg injury though. Ooh, we've lost a lot of speed. We've lost a lot of speed. Shattered's okay though, I think. Yes, oh thank goodness. But that's gonna be kind of tricky. I'm a little worried about that. But I think that now Silver is feeling even more possessive of what she does have. And I hope we're going to be able to defend it. It's interesting how quickly the tables turn from kind of that more casual exploration she had as a dispersal wolf, kind of looking more for somewhere that reminded her of being with her mother, who passed away in the cold of winter as an older wolf, and the only surviving like pup of her mother, to here where now she's becoming more and more aggressive because she's determined to be able to have the food that she wants and to take care of herself and to take care of what like she's fought for and what she believes should be hers. Oh my gosh, and look, Shattered is not... Oh my goodness, Shattered. Yeah, he didn't even wait. He was defending the food too. I think that would definitely be something that Silver would be very happy about. All right, how's the leg wound? It's probably gonna be a while before we feel better about that. But at least, yeah, she would definitely take another chunk of this food. Oh my gosh, Shattered is not waiting. Wow. Was that another wolf? It's a coyote. Wow. Yeah, we're not putting up with these little birds taking our food either. Oh my gosh, he is definitely protecting the food and protecting his mate. Shattered, you get a good little like nose boop for that because that's pretty awesome. He's like, no time for nose boops. Need to take care of like protecting everything. And I think there's a chunk of an elk herd right there too. Back off, eagles. This is why, hey, back off. This is why I think these two would be a little nervous about having a den that's super exposed, because they can kind of feel like they're on even ground with chasing away the foxes and the coyotes. But what do you do about the fact that the birds can just come down from above? I think it's very disconcerting for both of them, since they're both from more dense forest where they at least felt like they had the illusion of less birds just claiming the space above them and being able to do whatever they wanted. But all right, I think we're gonna go ahead and risk having another sleep, but this is the time where not only do we need to be a little bit more cautious about our hunts, those leg injuries happened so fast, but we also need to make sure that we are strengthening our territory. The other packs are as well, and they can really start spreading so fast if we let them start getting a foothold, we might find ourselves with no place to really call our own and no place to really make it so that we can take care of our future wolf pups. So maybe we'll go ahead and howl next to our food just in case some of this carcass happens to be back. Oh, there we go. And we'll mark that for ourselves. A pack rally, that's new. I like that. I like the idea that these two have each other's back. That's so fun. And we're gonna go off into the distance then, and we're going to establish what we can for our territory. I think we might loop around south, but then we're definitely going to see if we can maybe push across the river once more. So all right, guys. I have to admit it, we're kind of in worse off condition than I was hoping for this time around. We've claimed a little bit less territory than I was hoping for this time around. But especially because Silver only has this one chance for her story to be told. The only way forward. The only way is forward, actually, yeah. So we're gonna have to see what happens next time. And I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye. Oh, what's this?